Alright. What's up, everybody, and what's up? I'm playing Vanguard right now. I'm playing against the hardest bot in the game, Murderbot Senior. But we're going to show you exactly how to get started with Stormgate with the Vanguard faction. So this is going to be a really safe build. There's a lot of people cheesing out there on the ladder in a beta, figuring out things, just running lots of dogs at you or something. So first things first, get in here, start building bobs. You can click on it and do it the traditional RTS way, or you can also use the W key and use that. It selects all your basic production, which is great. So make sure you've always got these bobs queued up and around about, let's say 12 supply. So just wait for 12 supply. So queue up one more. If you want to scout with your dog, you can, but that's kind of advanced. So I'm going to leave that for pro StarCraft players and stuff to do. We're going to leave our dog in the corner just for now so we don't distract ourselves running around with it. All right, so this worker's about to pop out, taking us to 12 supply. So if we can take two guys off the edge, those are the guys that mine a little bit slower, bring them over to the ramp, and we're going to throw down a barracks. And then we're going to throw down a habitat right after using shift. And you can build with multiple workers, and that's actually going to make it faster. Now notice I keep selecting W and building up more bobs. You can see the extra ones that are queued down here. We never want to miss that. Otherwise, you're just going to have less money coming in. Less money means making less soldiers, means losing the game. A lot of players, when they're first starting a new RTS, just get distracted by all the little pretty colors, trying to figure out what things do. So make sure, if you could try to build that habit of just, if you're not a particularly fast or high level player, just always have an extra couple of bobs queued up, and that's going to make your build so much more powerful. If you're very new to RTS, you could have like 4 of these queued up basically the entire game, and it's probably going to make you a much stronger player. So once that habitat's done, guys, you want to build a Lancer out of the barracks, and you want to take these guys, and we probably only need one of them to do this, but we've got 2 down here, so we might as well do it. We're just going to build that there, sentry post. Keep building bobs. So what's the idea behind the sentry post? Well, there's a lot of crazy rushes that can come across the map. Sentry post with a Lancer inside keeps you safe against just about everything. It can block almost every attack that comes your way. So once that's inside, that will keep us completely safe. Now, there are creeps on the map, and they give you some valuable rewards. In a future video, I'll show you a similar build to this, but where we actually go creeping as well. But I would say for now, we want to keep it really calm. We don't want to... We don't want to go too far ahead. Oh! Did I make this public? There's a guy in here watching me. I had no idea. That's hilarious. There's a guy watching my game! Anyways, bring a bunch of bobs down, 5 of them here. When you get to about 350 guys, tell them to build a command post. And then you want to also use, I just used Bob Overcharge. I just used the hotkey, Control Z. It basically overcharges any bobs nearby. They build faster, they do more damage, and they're way harder to kill. No problem, mate. I'm recording a video. This guy's in here just watching the game. He's like, I'm a big fan. I just saw you host up a lobby. No problem. Hang out. Hang out. This is funny. This is actually hilarious. All right, so this guy's getting some free coaching without even me realizing it. All right, guys, so I've put a few guys on Therium now here because we wanted to put the overflow there. But let's actually rally the rest onto that base. Actually, this one can keep rallying until we have 5. We want to get 5 on Therium, and we want the expansion up to 12. Now, you're going to notice, check this out, guys. I'm starting to get more money. So keep building Lancers one at a time. Put one in the turret. And all you want to do from there is get more production. Now, I like to build a bit of a wall off, guys, because there's a lot of cool run bys that people can do. So I'm going to grab these guys, and we're going to go like, okay, that's going to go there, that's going to go there. The dogs are going to come in right now. Nice little dog rush. Thankfully, the AI is not that smart, but it's just going to attack into it. If they run into your base, that can be a little bit scary. So sometimes you do want to like hang back here at your choke point just to block them getting inside your base. No worries. Anyways, let's ignore that. Keep building bobs. So notice bobs. If we're distracted, we want to queue up extra bobs. If we check in the main, we've already got 4 there. So we can basically just rally down to the natural when that's fully done. Now, getting up 3 barracks is great, but we also need to get up this one. That is the biokinetics lab. It's this one down here, guys. It allows you to build exos, the kind of man with gun, to go with your lancers. And that's a really important unit. Now, let's cancel the bobs in the main. Why? Because we want to go up to tier 2. So we want to go up to tier 2 once we get the money. See, we've got 5 on Therium here in the main. They've got... Oh, we're actually a little bit undersaturated there, which is interesting. I don't know how that happened in the main. We'll rally back. And we're going to keep building bobs on the natural. And what are we building? Well, for now, it's just Lancers, but we will at some point start building other units as well, okay? Let's just make sure that gets up. And we want to get to 5 barracks, okay? So I'm going to build 2 more barracks. And we're going to have 5 barracks pumping Lancers, Exos, and we'll eventually add a couple medtechs as well, but we definitely don't need those just yet. All right, first thing you get off the tech when that Biokinetics lab finishes is the Exo production. Start building the men with the guns. Let's check our saturation as well. Are we still building Bobs? So this one, when these 2 guys go back on there, we only need 2 more. So if I have 1 more Bob queued, that's all the workers I need for this base. This base, we're still too short after this Bob, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Notice we're almost supply blocked, so try to remember to build these habitats every now and then. If you're lazy like me, you could just do it like this. Build 2 habitats at once. Bit of a noob move, but it's just one of those things. If you're like, I'm just going to forget, I'm a new player, go for it. Just do it that way. Now notice when I select W, select the rally point, it doesn't change the worker rally, only the armor rally. The army rally point, I should say. I've had a long day. I'm speaking a bit weird, but I hope you guys are still getting something out of it. Don't forget to post your questions down below. Now, you can get upgrades off this structure. Instead of clicking it, you can just select R for basic upgrades. And S is going to be the Lancer upgrade. Means every time they take damage, they get a boost to their movement speed and their attack speed. So they just become super powerful as they take damage from small units. After that, I guess we might as well queue it up straight away. We'll get Quick Draw Hustle. Gives our Exos movement speed bonus whenever they attack. All right, let's keep building Exos, Lancers, and we can also squeeze in some medtechs. Now, medtechs are really expensive. It's just a healing backline support unit. We'll get 2 of those, and that's it. Just 2 with our push should be more than enough. And the important thing is we've built a good solid 2-base economy, 2-base Luminite, 1-base Therium, and we're just going to build up an army and go. Now, you can take this basic opening, and I normally would be out here getting resource camps at the same time. I'd be scouting with my dog and harassing. When you're first getting used to an RTS, it's so overwhelming. So I really think the best way to learn is just do it this way. Just basically focus on getting your base build order down, so you kind of have this rhythm that you know, I do this, then I do this, then I do this. Once you've got that down, then you can focus on the other things. We're building a few habitats. Now, if you want to scout, you can use this, guys. Control X costs 25 of this top energy. That energy always just refills. We're going to scout across. It sends a flying dog, obviously a placeholder image. And we can see, hey, have you got extra bases? And we can say, oh, look, he's taking a 3rd base. The expansion's here, so he's going up to 3 base. So that's going to put on extra pressure for me to attack, but I was already going to attack anyway. The trick is we want to get at least 8 Exos. Notice it's 8 to a row, that's only 7. And at least 8 Lancers and 2 medtechs. So I've got 8 Lancers, I've got 7 Exos, I'll build 3 more Exos, a few more Lancers, and we're just going to rally nothing but Lancers behind it, because the Lancers are what end up dying in the fights. All you really need to do in the micro is we're going to use this shield ability, which I think is, what is that? Control C. And that will absorb 1,000 damage, which is the equivalent of 4 Lancers hit points, but it only lasts 10 seconds. We want to always have 1 unit kind of in front of our army when the fight starts, and we'll chuck that on him. All right, guys, nothing but Lancer production. Let's set our rally point across the map. We want to press spacebar, select all army. That's what spacebar does in this game. It's so convenient. And yeah, we're basically going to move out. And while we're moving out, I'm going to build 1 more habitat just to make sure we don't get supply blocked, though I don't think we will. And we're just going to spend all of that Luminite on Lancers. This is really good because this composition works in both matchups. It's not optimized for every situation, as you can imagine. I've been playing against a lot of the top players who've already sunk hundreds, some of them thousands of hours into the alpha and beta of this game. And they destroy me if I just played like I am right now, of course. But I think when you're playing average Joes and people just learning the game, you will absolutely wreck them. If you can hit here at 8 minutes 30, 8 minutes 40 with this army, you will destroy. So notice I'm going to grab 1 Lancer, put him in front. Oh, they're coming from behind. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull back, and we're going to try and see this guy's who's taking a lot of damage. I think this Lancer here, maybe. To be fair, they have so few units, it doesn't matter. But normally you'd put the shield on front of a unit at the front. I'm waiting for the opportunity to show you guys. That's like the main thing when you micro is just A plus click on the ground makes all your army attack anything they run into, and then activate that shield on a front unit that's taking a lot of damage. If your opponent doesn't react and just keeps wasting damage on it, it is massive. It is a game-changing upgrade. And if there's not much to micro in the fight, just select W and hold the S key down. And you see I've got literally 12 Lancers queued up behind this. And I can even rally them all the way in here to the base. If you don't want to stop to kill their buildings, you can actually move in as well. Notice right-click and then A move. Right-click, A move. Normally, once the fighting starts, often what I'll do in my own games, when I'm playing a bit more competitive match than against the AI, I'll control-click all of the exo. So you control click one, selects all of a unit type. And I'll do a bit of the stutter step micro, you know, very StarCraft-esque. Move in, A move. If there's enemy units trying to get on me, I'll try to pull behind the Lancers. And I might, like, say there's some units coming from behind, I'll pull them below and try to block. There's infinite micro you can do in this game, but I think having a build order like this and a general composition that works in both matchups, this hopefully gets you guys started. I'm sure you're going to have questions. You're going to be like, you didn't explain this or that. But I think just as a starting one, this is really good. And remember, it's a beta. There's a ton of pros playing, but there's also a ton of brand new players. So you're going to get games where you're like easily winning and games where you're getting destroyed. It's going to be a bit random, but I think there will be a lot of players on during Steam Next Fest. So just remember, don't focus so much on winning or losing. It's going to take a while for the ladder to figure out if you're a high-ranked player or a low-ranked player and give you even matches. And even then, there's going to be some crazy variance. So what I would advise is instead try to benchmark your timings. As my opponent's army is somehow stuck on the low ground. I haven't seen that before. That's a new bug, which maybe only happens with the bot. So what you want to look for is look at that game timer when you attack and look at your supply. So check, in this game I was at 840 and I think I was about 115 supply. I could be wrong on that. You guys can check me, of course, you got the video. And I can just try to do better than that each game. And that's a good idea of me checking how well I'm building bobs at the start, how quickly I'm expanding, and just how well I'm executing the build order in general. And if I can hit that with more supply or make the timing earlier, it's massively going to increase my win chance. And that's a way of taking the game, and instead of obsessing over win or lose, you're actually just going to have fun learning how the pieces work. And then, of course, it's going to give you a lot more time to kind of go in there and actually be like, wait, how do these units micro? Oh, what do I do again? And that's going to be awesome. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed it in the big fight, so just to run you through these units in a little bit more detail. Remember, the Exo gets a movement speed boost when it shoots. See how he's blue? He's moving faster now. Whereas a normal Exo, you can see a bit more geriatric, and then he shoots someone, and he's faster. Now, likewise, this guy we keep shooting, remember, they get a big movement speed and attack speed boost as well. Look how fast that Lancer is compared to a normal Lancer. And it wears off. But, look at this. This guy we're going to attack. Look at how fast he gets, and he starts attacking really fast as well. Whereas a normal Lancer is a very geriatric sort of unit. Look, they just go, So the more damage they take, and especially from lots of small units and like bounce attacks and stuff, Lancers get way better. Alright, cool. Looks like we've beat the AI, guys. Once we kill its buildings, it won't leave otherwise. So we're just going to kill this last building and finish it off. Let me know in the comments any other questions you have. I'll do another one of these for Infernal, but I'll already give you the cheat sheet on that now. Compositionally, I'm thinking it's probably just going to be Brute, Fiend, Magmadon is a really good generic composition you can go for that pretty much always works. So try that one out, and I'll have the video to come on that. Let me know any questions you have in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them there. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. I can't be bothered hunting down the last buildings. This AI is an idiot. Trust me, I've killed it. I've won this game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye and good night.